Okay, so we're going to look at a little history here, actually, and the development of our system of units, which was derived from the British imperial system of measurement. And it traces its origins back to the early Greek and Roman times. The Romans were the first to subdivide the foot into 12 pieces, giving rise to inches and ounces, because there's dividing a foot into 16 pieces is also commonplace. A foot did refer to the length of an average man's foot, but the word average meant different things to different people because there's so much variability. So people's feet are different sizes. So what actually is a foot? So there's our foot and there's our inch, right? Then they came up with the procedure to verify in the 16th century the actual length of a foot, and this is how they did it. Stand at the door of a church on a Sunday and bid 16 men to stop, tall ones, small ones, as they happen to pass out when the service is finished. And then make them put their left foot one behind the other, and the length thus obtained shall be the right and lawful rod to measure and survey land with. And the 16th part, in other words, divide the 16th men's length by 16, and that will be a right and lawful foot. So they didn't need that much accuracy back then, and that's how they defined what a foot was. Hopefully, you see, this is not going to give the same measurement of a foot every time. The lack of an agreed-upon standard of the length of 1 foot was, of course, problematic, as measuring distances or lengths were really important. Different countries use different lengths, and much in the same way we use different currencies today. And then the French, in 1793, introduced the metric system, which is also known as the SI system, based on 3 fundamental units: a meter for length, a liter for volume, and a gram for mass. And so I'll let you read that. The French, they decided that the length of a meter was 1/10,000,000th of the distance from the equator to the North Pole running through Paris, of course, through Paris. Even this definition was problematic. Today, the definition of a meter is the distance light travels in 1/299,000,000th of a second, which gives a length very close to the original meter bar. So here's a short history on the development of these units. When you get used to it, the metric system is actually really easy to use because it's all based on powers of 10. 1 meter is the same as 100 centimeters. 1 centimeter is the same as 10 millimeters. And 1 kilometer is the same as 1,000 meters. And those are the three basic units: meter, which is for length; liter, which is for volume, like quarts, right? So this would be like feet or inches, measuring length. This is measuring volume, and this is measuring weight. And then powers of 10 to create larger and smaller units. So that's what's nice about it. It's all based on powers of 10. The liter, which is like a quart, is defined in terms of milliliters, where 1 milliliter is the volume of a cube measuring 1 cubic centimeter on each side. So it wasn't by coincidence that happened. So they take a centimeter, make a cube out of it like a die, and that's the volume of 1 milliliter. So here, probably the important ones is milli means thousands, kilo means thousand. So 1 meter is 1,000, and liter, you can see that. Kilo means multiplied by 1,000. Milli means divide by 1,000. Centa means 100. Right? The U.S. is the only industrial country in the world that doesn't solely use this. So we often need to convert between U.S. and metric units. So here's some conversions between US and metric units. I'm not asking you to memorize these, I'm just giving you for your understanding, right? So here's length, 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, etc., right? And there's a visualization of it. 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. 1 meter is about just over a yard, 39 inches. So in this example, we're going to convert millimeters into feet. So we're going to convert 3,700 millimeters into feet. We don't have a direct conversion, so we're going to do it this way. So we're given this conversion. This 1,000 millimeters is 1 meter, and 1 meter is 1.09 yards. So basically we need to find this first. And the way we're going to do it is we'll say 1.09 yards is equal to 1,000 milliliters, so X yards is equal to 3,700 millimeters. Because remember, we're converting 3,700 millimeters into feet, but we're taking this intermediary step here. So we cross multiply and divide, and we get 4033, so we can now put that there. 4033 yards is equivalent to 3,700 millimeters. Now we just need to convert these yards, because these are equal. So we can convert this into this. And we have this relationship here. 1 yard is to 3 feet. So 4033 yards is to X feet. Cross multiply and divide, and we get 12.99.